Hello, welcome to ALW Collectibles. Today is September 6th, which here at ALW Collectibles is a special day for me because this marks 1 year that I've been on YouTube now doing toy reviews, and I am very excited about this. In the past, I've gone back to videos I've previously done and redone them for people, so hopefully they come across better because I know what I'm doing more, and I thought it was fitting to go back today and redo the very first Transformer and the very first review I ever did, which was Transformers Generation 1 Grimlock. And here he is. And this toy actually holds a very special place in my heart. It was given to me as a gift by my mother many, many years ago. And it was one I really wanted back in that time. And I was happy I could get it. And I've actually had the same one all these years. I've never replaced him in the toy line. I've never changed him. I've never modified him. I haven't done anything to the toy except lose a few pieces such as accessories. But other than that, oh, correction, I did replace his sword because I did lose it and I got a new one. Other than that, that's all I've done with him. So let's jump right in. Let's take a look at Transformers Generation 1 Grimlock. And here he is. And behind him, because I want to show all the US available Transformer Generation 1s with the Grimlock name, is the Pretender Grimlock and the Action Master Grimlock. And those will have separate reviews coming up in the next couple days as well. Having said that, here he is. This model was released in 1985 and 86. As I said, I am missing some accessories. So what you get with Grimlock normally is Grimlock the toy, his Electro Sword. Originally, they called this a stunner laser. Later on, they changed it to a double barrel blaster. You also get 3 chrome rockets and a Galaxal rocket launcher. I don't have the rockets or the rocket launcher anymore, but we're going to move forward with that. This mold is a slight remold of the Takara Diaclone Dinosaur Robo T-Rex. The color scheme of the Diaclone in this toy are identical with one minor exception. In robot mode, the Diaclone has a blue pelvis where the Transformer version has a red pelvis. The other slight difference is, for US safety, the teeth were modified in later releases. You can see how these are ground down a little bit and they're not fully closing. You see a gap. So that was for safety. And then on the back, this piece, the cockpit. Diaclone toys came with a little figure that could sit in here. Early releases of Grimlock, you could do what I just did, open this compartment. Later releases, this compartment was sealed, so this was not accessible anymore. So I have like a hybrid of the two, because first waves that came out still had sharp teeth and the open compartment. Mine has blunted teeth and an open compartment. So I got like a hybrid of versions 1 and 2. But again, he's original. I have not modified him. That's how he came in the package. So he looks really cool. Like I said, I am a huge Grimlock fan because he holds a special place in my heart. He's one of my longest holding Transformers that I've had in my collection. Through a lot of stuff I've gone through, figures I've had to get rid of and stuff, I've always held on to him. And that I'm grateful for. Having said that, let's take a look at his accessories. His stunning laser or double barrel blaster is cast in black. And it looks pretty sharp. I like this. It's the standard Grimlock weapon. Looks really cool. And I like the fact that with the G1s, they didn't have a lot of hollow underneath. It wasn't like a mold cast and just thrown out. It looked really sharp. The other accessory I have still, or I should say replaced, was his Electro Sword. Mine got destroyed and wrecked. I was able to find a nice one, and I picked it up. Diaclone version of this came with the sword too, but theirs was all chrome. Hasbro did theirs all in red. Nice sculpting detail on this. Even on the handle, it's got some nice sculpting work. I really do like that. Looks really sharp. And this is actually rounded on the top, so it's not like super sharp. Really, really nice. And now we take a look at Grimlock. Well, Grimlock himself. He's got red eyes. He's all done in a gray color scheme. And this piece here is supposed to be clear with gold underneath. Due to aging and how old this is, it's actually yellowed over years. Same thing with this compartment in the back. You can see it's got like a clear coloring to it with a little bit of yellowing. But this part here is yellowed really bad over the years, just due to aging. You can see there's the gold underneath. Really cool looking. I love the head design on this thing. You got like support struts going down the sides of his ribs. The sculpting was really nice back in the day with these figures. I really did enjoy it. You see, mine has a little bit of a gapping issue due to age. The chrome on his tail is supposed to be all chrome. You can see it's really taken a beating over the years. Just over age. It happens. See, he spent most of his life in dinosaur mode. These stickers are still in really good condition. The abdomen is gold color with the Autobot symbol and a decal. So it should be a little decal right on there that fell off years ago. Really, really nice. So articulation with the T-Rex. Head goes up and down. You can open his mouth. There's his flamethrower. And you can see the teeth, how they are. They do not come to a sharp point. And when you close, you can see a little gapping underneath them and above them. I just wish the head could have swiveled side to side, but back in the 80s, this was really one of the coolest things out there. His arms do go all the way around. And you can see their chrome on the arms are just wearing out as well. They've held up better than the tail on mine. His legs will go forward, but the way this is designed here is going to stop it there. That bends, and his toes go in and out. It's funny, the gold is held up better than the chrome on this thing. So that is the T-Rex Grimlock. I do have two bios for you. As normal, I cobbled one together off the internet, and I don't have his official readout card, but I do have the whole collection of Transformers Generation 1 trading cards, and on the back of those, you have the official bios that came with the figures. So we're going to do them both. We'll start with the one I cobbled together, and then we'll read off the official bio from the packaging. Grimlock, aka Cobbler. Cobber. Clobber. Wow. I can't read my own writing, folks. Clobber. Wow. Is the leader of the Dinobots. Grimlock has a disposition better suited for a Decepticon rather than an Autobot. He values strength and power over intelligence and compassion. He does not get along with many Autobots. When faced with a challenge, he resorts to brutal and violent means to resolve it at all costs. Has a very high disdain for Optimus Prime due to the fact Prime cares so much for others and shows compassion in combat. Despite this, Grimlock does respect his leadership abilities and his strength. So that is the one I put together. And this is the official card. These are the same bios that would come with the toy. Grimlock, Function, Dinobot Commander. Among the winners, there is no room for the weak. Most fearsome and powerful Dinobot. Although dedicated to the Autobot cause, resents authority, cold, merciless, and a valiant warrior. Has contempt for the weak, including humans. Great strength. Uses jaws to break almost anything in two. Carries Energon Sword and Galaxo Rocket Launcher in Autobot mode. Other than arrogance and lack of speed, has no real weaknesses. His strength was a 10, his intelligence was a 7, speed was a 3, his rank was a 9, endurance was a 10, courage was a 10, firepower was an 8, and skill was a 10. And on the front of this card, you can see that's a nice photo of Grimlock. That looks nice. But the misconception is he's got the Diaclone sword in this photo. They never changed that to a red sword. They left him with the Diaclones. This was actually the package art for the Diaclone figure, just redone with the Transformers logo. Still really, really nice. And just for a side note, um, the Classics Pretender was released in 1988. His Inner Robot without the shell was released in 1988 as a Kmart exclusive called the Legends line. The Action Master figure was released in 1991. Those were the US market releases, were only 4. Non-US market releases for Generation 1 included a Grimlock and Soundwave 2-pack from 1985 and a Hero set, which was all the classic Pretenders, Grimlock, Jazz, Starscream, and Bumblebee, released in the European market. Really, really cool. So let's take a look at transformation with him. First thing we're going to do is we're going to come to the top of the head, right at the neck part. And we're going to pop that loose and bring it back. Lay the head down. If you want, you can leave it up or down. I always just lay it down. These two halves here will split. This whole gold piece in the shoulders will come up. You got to release it, bring it up, clip it into place. And this whole piece is going to slide back. Come to the back on his tail, separate the ends. Clip these down. Bring one up. And at this hinge here, you're going to bend it again. You can do the same over here. And that is Transformers Generation 1 Grimlock in his robot mode. And I always thought this looked really, really nice. I always liked the way this toy looked. Mine's got some more missing stickers, and I'll show you what those are. But like I was saying, the Diaclone where the red is blue. So there's a big indicator. If you see one with the blue, that's a Diaclone version. The red was Hasbro. Having said that, let's take a closer look at that. There's the traditional Grimlock head, black with red eye visor. See, mine's pretty dusty. And I've always thought the head was a little small in proportion to the whole body. It just really stands out to me as one of the smaller features. Some nice sticker work on the sides here. I always like these decals on him. And the abdomen became the chest of the robot. Mine's a little loose sometimes, likes to move around. The only issue I ever had is this piece here used to detach all the time. I had to put drops of glue on there to hold it in place because it's not supposed to. There's pins in there, and for some reason mine were broken when I got it. There's supposed to be a sticker on each side here and here, and worn off over the years. Sculpting, again, even on the parts you're just now seeing here, looks really nice. Inside of the legs. Let me get this leg out of the way so you can see that a lot better. We went so far as to put some sculpting in here. Looks really sharp. On the side, get that arm out of the way. It's no sculpting really, but you can see where the sticker is. How the tail folds onto the leg. I always like that iconic look. Come to the back, his upper chest becomes like a set of wings in the back here. I just wish this would have clipped in or something. It just sits very loose. It can just move around. All of this moves. You can see it's very loose. That's even the original toy before it was aged. Yeah, looks really, really nice. I like this toy. I always have. Articulation, you can do nothing with the head. Does not move at all. Of course, you just saw these will move. The arms will still move. The wings move. The arm will still go up and down. Won't go far back because of this. And there's no bend in the elbow. Nothing at the wrist. These can still close. Hip will move. You can see it has a slight hip bend. That's the hip bend all the way down here. And then he's got knee articulation. That's pretty much it. So let's give him his weapons here. Gets his gun. Gets a sword. Let's get a family shot of the team. We're going to have to open him up to take him out. So there is Transformers Generation 1 Grimlock with all of the G1 release Grimlocks. The only thing is you only have two of these. Like I said, one in the shell, comes with a shell and one without. Me personally, as a collector, I never saw the reason to get the second one. Hold your weapon. Because I already had the Pretender. It was the exact same toy, no variants, no changes. Having said that, this is really cool. Let him shine on his own again. So I hope you enjoyed this video today. Again, 1 year on the channel. I'm excited with the way it's been going, and I hope you like it as well. Lots more coming from me in ALW Collectibles. I want to say thank you to all my channel subscribers. If you like what you see, hit the like button. Subscribe if you wish. Comments are always welcome. Thank you very much. You have a good day.